Kia ora koutou, ko ngā toki matawhaurua te waka, ko hokianga te moana, ko te raroa te iwi, ko tamaui te hapu, ko matehi te marae, ko Colleen lea manai taku ingoa.
Kia ora mai no koutou, mai te rohe o ngā tikahungunu ki te wairoa, tā ki timu te waka, whakapuna te maunga, te wairoa ho pupu ho nenge matangi rau te awa, e tu marama rao ko tā ki timu o ku Marae, ko Kitea tīpuna tōku ingoa. Kia ora.
Kia ora. And thank you for having me and taking the time. What do you think is special about AUT in general here?
The university is only 10 years old. We were what we can call in New Zealand a polytechnic, but we come from a background of practical learning, applied learning, unlike traditional universities in New Zealand that are quite heavily theory-based. Our university has come from a space of applying the theory, so it's essentially 50-50 applied learning, theory learning, and a work-ready approach to our graduates.
Yeah.
I think also AUT, it's a good environment for Maori, like Maori have a space here at the university, there's good initiatives and support, and there's a good whānau structure at AUT that enables us to be a part of things instead of watching activities in that. So we really, we have a valuable contribution that we make to this university as Māori.
Right, absolutely. I recognize that during my time here already we had a wonderful Noho Marae, and it was great getting to know the Maori culture and now being part of the whānau here. And what do you think is special for international students, especially in terms of meeting the Maori culture?
The Noho Marae you refer to, in Māori, just literally, in English it means to spend the weekend together at our traditional house, at our traditional home. And it's 10 years old next year. We've been running it twice a semester. And in particular for international students, we recognise and acknowledge that they are far away from their families, far away from their friends. You can go anywhere in the world to study business, engineering, science, medicine. What's so unique about New Zealand? And the particular uniqueness about New Zealand is the Māori culture, the indigenous culture. The word we use is whānau, and whānau means family. And to recognise that international students come from as far afield as Norway, Germany, Sweden, Russia, Italy, China, we would hope that they have an experience here at this university whereby they can become friends and family with staff and students at this university. So they feel at home.
Yeah.
They have a sense of belonging here at the university.
And I think that is the main thing, the whole sense of whānau, because that's part of your journey while you're here as well, and developing those friendships and relationships, but also having that real sense of home away from home. And I think for us as Māori, we, you know, because it can come across quite weird, like, oh, they call themselves whānau and they're at a university and they work there or they study there, like, is that really a family? And so I think that's, we do consider ourselves a family, so, and if you're able to build on that, it just makes your experiences more meaningful for you when you go back home.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I have to say, since I'm here, or especially after the Noho Marae weekend, I feel much more connected to AUT, to the staff, to you guys, and also to the other fellow students. It's become a family for me, and yeah, I feel somehow at home, and things are working much easier having this whānau here.
The important thing around the connections and the bonds is that we spend one weekend to intensively, not integrate, but to intensively connect you to not only our way of life, but also to each other. And so that you become a support network, friends for life, whānau for life. Right. And whānau literally means family. Some people define family by blood. We define family by somebody who I relate to in terms of my kin, in terms of my own brothers and sisters. So I consider Colleen my sister. You know, I have two sisters, but they don't live in Auckland. But if I ever have to turn to somebody who I consider my sister, I'll turn to somebody like Colleen. Right. And so that notion of family is really important to us.
And I think the Noho provides that opportunity to plant that seed, if you like, and then to grow that family as well. So you're an arm of the wider family, and you would have seen if you were online having a look at all Kitea and those pictures and stuff. We've got all this whānau that are just spread across the world, and I think that's really exciting, you know, to keep that growing as well, and to always have that other family there. And so you always know you've got that connection, and it's deeper than just a weekend activity, in that it's about that true, I don't want to call it interface, but it's about that true connection with each other, and that's what's exciting. And I think that's why we thrive in the work that we do, because we get to be a part of that in the growing the seed process, if you like.
I think we're a beautifully peaceful, hospitable, compassionate people, and those values are universal, absolutely universal. And to practice those values throughout the world, I think this is another blessing for us.
Yeah.
And it's just, secondly, it's just, this is how I was brought up, you know, it's just natural. And then I get to do this for my work.
That's what I want to say. It's so authentic, you know, there's nothing fake about it. It's not like, yeah, spread the word about AUT in the world. It's being here, it's being together and being a whānau. Yeah.
And I think the word you used was rather authentic. Why would I want to be fake about this beautiful thing that is what I believe is an awesome thing to be Maori? And that I see the profound impression we leave on students and individuals from far across the world. It was interesting when I first started with Germans. I find Germans quite reserved, emotionally reserved. We Maori, we're very open. We take back our love. I think there's people who stand there first like this, quite guarded, and they offer love. But we Maori, we open our arms, but if you do something bad to us, then we close ourselves off. And so we are first a smile on our face, open arms, hospitality and generosity to all. And working with Germans has been really interesting, because I find Germans quite reserved at first. They find the culture rather strange. By the end of the Noho Marae, smiles are beaming, loud laughter, loud singing. Germans don't sing, but after the Noho Marae, the Germans are beautiful singers. Germans don't do the haka. After the Noho Marae, you see the Germans doing the haka. So seeing that profound impact on a small community of individuals who, when you consider Māori, this is the way we are, this is the way Germans are, but we come together and we share each other's culture. And it's a mutual exchange. I find that a true blessing. I find that a wonderful, wonderful blessing, where you see these Germans like, kia ora, bro, how's it going? Awesome. I've learned a new German word, class. The cool thing about being a part of what we consider the AUT whānau, we are forever bound together. We are forever bound. After, yes, you have your pikaura. The pikaura is a symbol for eternity. And it just means, although sometimes our lives intersect and we are apart and sometimes it comes together, we are forever bound as family and as whānau, because of these experiences we've had at the Marae, at AUT, free time. Those are the really awesome things. I think there's concepts of friendships and kinship ties that are quite sterile in terms of their definition. Our definition of that is much more broad, much more inclusive, and it's difficult not to like it, because I think it's universal. There are universal tenets of compassion, love, hospitality. To be a good citizen of the world, you should have these good human nature tenets, and they are cornerstones of our culture. And that we share them with each other is awesome.
It's awesome, definitely, yeah. I'd like to thank you very much for your sharing and for us, and of course introducing into your whānau. And yeah, do you have some greetings to send to Germany, maybe, or anything to say at the end now?
Kia ora all our whānau in Germany. We know the Oktoberfest is coming up soon, so please have a beer for me in the Kiwi tent as well as any other random tent. And we look forward to seeing more of you here next year and beyond.
Kia ora to our whānau in Germany. I've just come back from there. Wonderful, awesome time. To those of you considering coming to New Zealand, it's an awesome place to come. To those of our whānau who are over there who know what it is to be whānau, spread the love. Just spread the love and just kia ora, mauri ora, tūturu whakamaua kia tēnā.
Tēnā.
Haumi e huie.
Taiki.
Kia ora whānau.
Kia ora.
Kia ora.
Kia ora.